I apologize ahead of time on behalf of my neighbors because they won't shut up. Like, shut up. I don't even know if you can hear them, but I can hear them and it's pretty loud and it's really just pissing me off. Anyways, let's get started with the video. So about my hair. As of about like 4 days ago, it was really dry and like frizzy and split-endy and gross and whatnot. Which, you know, that kind of just happens over time when you don't like get haircuts regularly, which is totally fine. And you know what? I don't plan on getting haircuts all the time because I really want it to grow long. As you can see, I cut my hair really short a few months ago and it's pretty much like, you know, look, it's going, it's growing. So yeah, I'm very proud of how far it's come, you know. There have been a couple little tiny trims here and there, but I'm talking like less than an inch just because I was tired of looking at the split ends. But I'm going to tell you how my hair went from this to this. I made a video very similar to this before with how to get your hair from dark brown to light blonde, and I haven't dyed my hair at all since that video, so it's kept up pretty well, I'd say, and my roots are coming in strong. Well, I haven't dyed it, but I did make a big mistake. Sun in. If you care about your hair's well-being, don't use it. I specifically used it just to get like a natural looking ombre going on because like this middle color right here, that's where the sun-in was used. It definitely did the job and it definitely lightened my hair, but I did something else stupid and decided to put it throughout all of my hair, my entire hair, and it didn't really change the color of it much. I mean, it helped it stay blonde, but I did it too much. And if you do it, try to do it only like once a week because this is just like a process that you have to just be patient with because if you're not patient with it, you'll just ruin your hair like I did. So on the back it says that it is heat activated and it says that you can either spray it, well your hair has to be damp first. It says that you can either spray it in your hair before you go out in the sun and you can use the sun to sun it in. Or you could use your blow dryer with your high heat. I'm just sounding stupid for even doing that because I would just use high heat and I would do it about 3 or 4 times a week. So I had horrible split ends. But I found a couple loopholes and I've seen some pretty good progress. Number one biggest reason as to why my hair is finally coming together, this lovely product right here. This is just, it's working out, man. It says it's extra strength for dry and coarse hair, and that's exactly what I had. So there's a few ways you can go about doing this. Number one, you could just do what the bottle tells you, which is applying a small amount to your hand and applying it to your damp towel-dried hair, preferably on the ends. You could do it a couple different ways, such as putting it on your dry hair and kind of like brushing it through, but don't put too much because that looks super oily if you don't brush it out and make it even. Only use a tiny little amount and then just brush it. But the step that matters the most after that is what you do with your hair afterwards. Because I feel like if you just leave it and just goes around all day like crazy, you're just going to defeat the purpose and you're going to get knots in your hair and you're going to have to brush it and tug on it and all that crap. Yes, my hair is down right now, but it is not always down. So normally I have my hair up, or it's like in like a braid kind of thing, or I just make sure that it stays nice and not tangled, which is the hard part. But lately what I've been doing is after I take a shower, I will not blow dry my hair. You don't want to use heat on your hair all the time. I only used it today because I wanted to impress you guys. Okay, so what I've been doing lately is when I get out of the shower, this right here is going to be your best friend, okay? Usually throw it in a top bun like so, or I do a low braid, which usually looks something like this. The most important part is that your hair is tucked away safely so that when you're going to sleep or when you're outside doing crazy stuff and the wind's blowing and whatnot, your hair is not just like sitting there getting all tangled up and crazy so you don't have to brush it out and rip your hair out, you know? Makes sense, right? I don't know why I haven't done this more often. But one more thing you can do with this argan oil, alright? You take it, squeeze a little bit of it on your fingertips, and when your hair is wet and braided, you take it and you just rub it on like so. You want to like get all the oil onto the braid, because guess why? All of the parts of the braid that stick out, most of those are split ends, and you are directly applying this argan oil onto your split ends. I was proud of myself for that one. When you take your hair out the next day, it's gonna look wavy and amazing. I've even tried that when I braided my hair dry and applied the oil on while it was dry, and it still looked really wavy and shiny and beautiful the next day, so you should totally try it out. Tip number 2, don't apply too much product on your roots or on your hair in general, because too much product is going to kind of like defeat your hair growth a little bit. I really should have figured out a better way to word that. And I do suggest, if you use this or any other dry shampoo or whatever or anything like that, just do the minimal amount. You don't need to go crazy. If you cake it onto your hair is gonna not be like cake. It's not gonna be moist and fluffy. Last but not least, tip number 3. So lately, I've been balling on a budget, cannot get some expensive stuff. I wasn't even gonna get like the Beauty Pure and Simple Organics brand of shampoo and conditioner, but that is the best one to get. So lately, I've just been trying to buy things by bulk and trying to get things that I can share with my fiance that aren't too girly, so Tresemme, Luxurious, Moisture. This works great. I got out of the shower and I was like, what is this soft thing that I'm feeling on my head? Because this is not what I'm used to. If no one has ever told you the proper ways of washing your hair, I'm going to do that for you right now. Shampoo. That failed. Your hair's got to be really wet. You just scrub it into your scalp. You don't want to put it all over your hair. You just want to do it on the parts of your hair that get greasy. So this is for taking the grease out of your hair and making it smell great. Let it sit for like a minute. It really doesn't need to sit that long, because if it does, it'll kind of like dry out your hair because it is taking the oils out of your hair. Rinse that out and then apply conditioner. The way that I do the conditioner is I apply a big, fat amount of it on my hand. Bigger than a quarter, bigger than what the thing tells you to, because guess why? I want soft hair. So, you take this big mountain of conditioner, which is right here, and you apply it to your ends first. Yep, your ends, and you will take this other hair and apply it to the other ends, and then you'll work your way up slowly, start running it through your bangs. You want to get the minimal, least amount on your roots, because your hair is going to naturally produce oils anyway, so why do you want natural oil on top of conditioner? Your hair's just gonna look greasy. Anyways, so let that sit for about as long as you want. Like, let it sit for quite a while. I suggest doing things like shaving and washing your body after you apply your conditioner. That way it gets the maximal amount of marination. Alright, now I'm done being weird. But yeah, keep your hair up, keep it moisturized, and treat it nicely. Oh, one more tip. Number 4. The type of brush you use is very important. Not sure if you can notice, but the bristles on this brush are very hard and strong, somewhat similar to a comb. I don't use combs because I'm very tender-headed and they just hurt. I don't like them. When you're brushing your hair, please start from the bottom and do it gently. I don't even want to do it to my hair because it'll just rip it all out. So basically just brush it super soft, and if it's super knotty, take it, hold it, and start from the end and work your way up. Gently. You want to be gentle. Look, my hair looks like Neapolitan ice cream. Like, that is not a good ombre. But I mean, you can't tell when it's like this. I mean, you can only really see it when I pull it like that. Anyways, if you liked this video, please remember to subscribe to my channel and also let me know in the comments because I would love to know if you guys want more videos like this. Thank you so much for watching and always be happy.